Level 100 is in game now, and with it, Scopely have given us an event called Race to the Top. And literally that is what they are wanting the Krakens and spenders to do, is to race to be the first player to get to level 100. If you want to know what my thoughts are on this event, how well we're going to do, what you're going to need to do okay at this event, then join me in this video where I'm going to break down all the math. So here we have the event table for this, and you will notice a slight difference to what we normally have. This is a 40-day event. It started on the 22nd of January 2024 and coincided with the release of the level 100 commander cap. Scoring in this is pretty simple. You are literally scoring points for leveling up characters from the different origins, so bio, mutant, mystic, skill and tech, to level 100, or to whatever commander level you get to within those 40 days. You're going to score points based on that, and it is capped at 10 characters per origin. So you can only do 10 bio, 10 mutant, 10 mystic, 10 skill and 10 tech for it to count. Outside of that, you're not going to get any extra points, and there are some really nice rewards in this that are going to help replenish what you are going to use on this event leveling up characters. Let's have a look a few at the highlight points. So we have the Captain Marvel's costume. I know some people like the costumes in the game, and for this, if you manage to get to commander level 100, you're only going to need to level 3 characters. I will say it is highly unlikely that we are going to reach level 100 in 40 days, unless you are a big spender and have been prepping for this like someone prepping for a zombie apocalypse. At 35,000 points, which is milestone 13, we get a 1 diamond sunspot, and to do that you need 13 characters. There's a 2 diamond sunspot available at 62,500 points. That's 23 characters. Up until now, the only way to get this costume was to be a player named Tadano Mac. He got the gold Apocalypse costume for completing Big Boy Apocalypse's saga first. Now, if you level 34 characters up to level 100, you too can be the proud owner of that gold Apocalypse costume. And I have seen some today. There are a few of the big players in the game who have already reached level 100 and who have already at least done the 34 characters to level 100. We also have a 3 diamond sunspot. That is for completing the event at 137,500 points, and that requires 50 characters to be leveled from level 95 to level 100. So how are we going to race to the top? Well, we're going to race to the top by getting experience points, and this comes from a number of sources. The first source, and really the source that gives us the most overall, and where I would put my power cores into first, is campaign energy. Those of you who follow the channel have seen this before, but we basically get 288 energy over time. If we do 4 50 core refreshes, we're going to get 480 energy, and then we get those 80 energy refreshes 3 times a day, which gives us another 240 energy. Plus the 100 that we get from the web milestone gives us 1,108 energy. Over the 40 days will give us a total energy of 44,320, and the experience to energy conversion rate on this is 1:1. So for every 1 energy you're spending, you're getting 1 XP back. So that's going to give us 44,320 experience points. And then we have the Isotope 8 energy. Now this one here I have put down for 1 50 core refresh. Now that actually isn't a 50 core refresh. Every day when you do your daily objectives, you get 2 Isotope 8 refresh packs. Those refresh packs You only use 50 of those credits from what you're earning. You can use those credits. You get 60 credits for the Isotope 8 refreshes, and those credits can be used to buy one Isotope 8 refresh for free, no power cores. So we get 360 energy over time, 240 energy from the free refreshes that we get of 80 energy at a time. And I've allowed the 150 core refresh, which gives us 120 energy. We also get 50 energy from the web milestone. That is going to give us a total of 770 energy per day. Over the 40 days is going to give us 30,800 points. There is a second option to this, which is to do 200 cores worth of refreshes on the ISO 8 energy. So same as what we did on the campaign energy. That will net you 480 energy with your 450 core refreshes, which will give you a total of 1,130 energy per day, 40 days, 45,200 energy. At a 1-to-1 experience will give you 45,200 experience. And then we have the incursion campaign. Now this here, my advice for the incursion campaign is to not spend your power cores on it. It's okay, but the energy that we get for free converts to more experience than what the power core energy does. And let me explain that quite simply. So when we buy a energy refresh for either campaign energy or Isotope 8 energy, we are getting 120 energy, which is getting us 120 experience, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. The free energy that we get in the incursion campaign gives us 2 experience, or the incursion campaign, should I say, gives us 2 experience per energy we put in. So you might think, God, that's really good. I'm going to go and use all my energy refreshes on that. But hold on there, Commander. The 50 core refreshes and the 100 core refreshes on your incursion campaign only give you 60 energy per refresh. So unlike the first 144 energy that you're going to get for free, which is going to give you that 2-to-1, effectively, if you're spending 50 power cores, you're only actually going to get a 1-to-1, because you're going to spend that 60 energy, which you would spend 120 on campaign or Isotope 8 energy, but that 60 energy is only going to give you 120 XP. So it's still giving you 2-to-1, but it's no more experience than campaign energy or Isotope 8 energy, and those two things are probably more needed than what the red stars are from the incursion campaign. Now, if you still have character shards to farm from the incursion campaign, of which at the moment you have Spider Weaver, you have Zombie Iron Man, you have Val, you have Deathpool, I believe. All of those characters, they are okay to farm from the incursion campaign. So if you're doing that, then by all means, and you've got the cores, by all means spend your power cores on the incursion campaign. But if you're just doing it just to farm it for the red stars and the red star orbs and the silver and gold promotion credits and possible dark promotion credits, then I don't think it's got its worth as much as the campaign and the incursion campaign does. Sorry, not the incursion campaign, and the Isotope 8 campaign does. And last but not least, we have the showcase campaigns, the showcase events. These we get 288 energy per day. The only problem with these are that they only give 5 experience points per node, and they cost 10 energy per node, which gives us a 0.5 conversion rate of experience to energy. So this is your worst one to put power cores into, and I definitely would not recommend this. There is also going to be on the 22nd 30 days left of the Hive Mind event. We are most likely going to have another showcase, but it's unknown, so I've only allowed for 30 days of this experience in the math. So I've just done it as the 288 energy that we get daily, just the ticking time energy, which gives us 144 XP per day, or 4,320 XP over the 30 days that this Hive Mind event has left. So now we've got the least effective way to earn experience points, and this is from the showcase campaigns. Currently we have the Hive Mind showcase campaign going on, and there are 30 days left on this event. And the biggest problem with these events are that the XP per node that you get is 5 and the energy cost per node is 10, meaning we get a 0.5 XP to energy conversion rate. So this I would not put power cores into, just use the 288 energy that we get from over time. Over the day, that's going to give you 144 XP. And over the 30 days that are left on the Hive Mind event, when the Race to 100 event went live, or the Race to the Top event went live, sorry, that will give you 4,320 XP over the 30 days of the Hive Mind showcase. Now, there might be another showcase for the last 10 days of the Race to the Top event. I have not included any math for that because we do not know if that is coming or not. Last but not least, we have the daily objectives. These give us 785 experience per day. 40 days of the event is going to give us 31,400. So let's take a look now at what that looks like overall. Here we are at 200 cores of campaign energy spent. No cores, but just the free refresh spent on the Isotope 8 campaign that I explained we get daily from our daily objectives. No power cores spent on the incursion campaign. No power cores spent on the Hive Mind showcase. Now you might notice on the Isotope 8 campaign energy with the free refresh that the value of XP gained is slightly higher than what is on the previous slide where I explained about our Isotope 8 energy. And the reason for that is that every day when we get these energy refreshes, we get effectively 60 energy refresh pack currency, whatever they want to call it. And we need 50 of that currency to make a refresh, which leaves us with 10. Now, that means that every 5 days, we're actually going to get another extra free refresh for the Isotope 8 energy. And over the course of a 40-day event, that's going to give us another 8 occasions where we're going to get another 120 energy for absolutely free, just for playing the game. So that is why that figure is slightly higher. That is going to give us a grand total of 123,320. Total XP required per level, per commander level, that is 44,000. That is going to give us 2.8 levels total, which will put you at commander level 97. If you were to go ahead and spend 200 cores on campaign energy and 200 cores effectively, it's 150 because of that free energy refresh that we get every day from the Isotope 8 and the daily objectives. If you were to do that and spend no power cores on the incursion campaign and no power cores on the Hive Mind showcase, which I wouldn't do again, you will get a total of 136,760 experience over the 40 days that this event is running. Again, we need the 44,000 per commander level, and that is going to give us 3.1. So that is going to actually land us on commander level 98. So that could be worth doing if you really want to push and you are up there a bit in the arena ranks and getting some decent cores coming in from that. One thing I wouldn't do is spend those extra cores. So I wouldn't go up to 600 cores on the incursion, so spending 200 cores on the incursion campaign. And the reason for this is because it doesn't actually get you any further in commander level. And if you want to have a look at that, I'll leave a link to the spreadsheet that I've worked on for this down in the description below. But this is the most likely outcome for most people playing the game and what they'll do. Now, will we get any help in the race to the top? There have been some data mines from Torna, XP throttle, triple commander XP from campaigns, and XP throttle quadrupled commander XP from campaigns. Now, this we do not know if it will be in the race to the top event or no. I highly doubt it. They are going to, this might come after the race to the top event. I highly doubt it's actually going to come during the race to the top event. What we have had confirmed was in the blog on Friday, where we get energy overload on the 15th of February. And that is going to give us 2 times campaign energy for each campaign energy refresh for 24 hours. So when this goes live, which will probably be 1 p.m. PST or 9 p.m. GMT if you're like me in the UK, when this bonus goes live, or the day before this bonus goes live, so on February the 15th, I would hold doing any campaign energy refreshes until this goes live. Once this goes live, do your campaign energy refreshes for the day of the 15th, and then you'll also get it when reset happens, and you'll get it for the next day as well. So you'll effectively double dip that bonus, but that's not going to shave or, you know, add too much to it. So it's also where if you were going to spend extra power cores, I would spend it when you get this double campaign energy. Now, what not to do in Race to the Top. Now, unfortunately, I had a few audio issues when I was originally recording this video. And so that gave me time to have a look over what other content creators had done. And these are end game content creators. So if you are a mid game player or early end game like myself and you're still building, then this definitely is not a tactic you should be doing, because the resources that you lose out on are too great. However, what a lot of end game players do is they store effectively energy over like a period before the event starts, and then a lot of the end game players will then spend that energy to get ahead in the event effectively. Now, I did see one content creator recommending that you hold your energy until you get to one of the XP throttles. I actually think that's a really bad piece of advice, and here's why. So you can see at the moment that this player has 6,069 energy saved. So that's going to give them effectively a 1-to-1 ratio, 6,069 experience points. If they were to save that over the 40 days of the event and not spend anything, because they are capped on energy, they are no longer producing the energy over time. So this has the following effect. We get 288 energy over time. We get 40 days of the event. So we miss out on 11,520 energy, which is 11,520 experience that we miss out on. So no matter how much you core to, you know, even if you do your 50 cores a day, that's only 480 energy a day. So you're not getting ahead. You're actually going to get behind effectively. And the same goes for the Isotope 8 energy. In fact, it's even worse for the ISO 8 energy, because you're getting 360 a day, and you're going to miss out over this 40-day event on 14,400. If you won't spend any energy at all and you were to just hold it until an event went live, you would be missing out over that. And 360 energy a day might not sound a lot, but that's 360 experience a day that you're missing out on. If you have both your Isotope 8 and your campaign energy capped, that's 600 XP per day that you are sat on just wasting effectively, because these are free resources in the game. And finally, what is Race to the Top going to cost?
What did it cost?
Everything.
So I've been allowed to give this. This is the gold costs per commander level. So you'll see that we have a whopping 6.59 million gold to get from commander level 95 to commander level 100. Or sorry, character level 95 to 100. That's a fair amount of gold. You think that this event relies on you taking 50 characters to that. That is an obscene amount of gold that you would need to have saved. And same with training materials. So the orange or gold training materials, whichever you call it, I like to call it orange, but some people I hear call it gold. Again, those are 10,000 golds worth of training mats per one. So that's 659 gold training mats per character to level 100. So some final thoughts on this topic. Personally, I think if you are a free-to-play player like myself, or you are a light spender, treat this event as just some extra possible bonus that you might get. Do not think that you are going to compete in it, because you are not. This event is made for the big spenders, for the people, that top 1% that put the money into the game, and without them this game wouldn't be alive. You know, that needs to make money to be able to survive. And anyone that doubts this, I think if you look in the news at the minute, and when I say the news, I'm talking about like the gaming community news, you will see that Riot Games, who produce a card game called Legends of Runeterra, have crushed nearly 500 staff and made them redundant. Or these were staff who worked on games like Legends of Runeterra, which are effectively free-to-play games. You don't have to spend any money if you don't want to in Legends of Runeterra, but because you don't have to spend any money in there, and it's purely mostly for cosmetics, or you can buy boards and cosmetic items, different skins for cards and stuff like that. And because it's effectively a free game, it doesn't make them a lot of money. It's got a fair decent following to it, but because it isn't making money, they've had to cut down the resources of the department that makes this. And so again, without this money going into the game, it's not gonna survive. And I personally would love this game to survive, because I absolutely love Marvel Strike Force. So if this video has helped you, don't forget, please do hit that subscribe button. Maybe hit that like, because that helps the YouTube algorithm. And even maybe think of sharing it with some of your alliance mates if this does help. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing in this event currently and what your plans are for the event. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching the video and stay positive.